Welcome to my site. I'm Wendy Davidson and I've been working on this site since September. When I came to the site and started working, I wanted to keep the site as natural as it could and not introduce plants from anywhere else, even if they were the same species. I didn't want to bring in that because I wanted to keep it. It was such a, almost unique, where you've got inside a town area, you've got a piece of bush that hasn't got any weeds in it, except on the outer edges. The site is part of several hectares of EEC, the Endangered Environmental Community, and it's bounded by Stony Creek, two parts of the footy oval, and then the industrial area on the western side of it. This is a solo site for me only. I have a yellow book to sign each time I come. I can come at my own time, whenever I like. Even on Christmas Day, we'll have a Christmas Day luncheon with my two dogs and I on site. For the first couple of months, I worked down on the lower level where I was taking the usual stuff, asparagus, fern and bridal creeper and lantana and some odd agave plants out. But here I pulled out 85 seedlings plus longer ones of bridal creeper in this area, all over that. The whole tree was weighted down with the lantana, and then now it's all sprouting up once it's got released from that. One day when the paspalum had flowered, I didn't even know it was paspalum, and I took it to show Lois Simpson, and she told me the name of it, and then I went on to the internet, and it says tussock paspalum can quickly invade bushland where it forms very dense infestations. It outcompetes native plants and reduces food and shelter for native animals. So at that I started working on the edge facing the enclosed footy field, and then I realised one day that there was a whole lot of this tussock paspalum that I hadn't recognised, and it was further in than the edges, and I decided to run an experiment to see how long it took to actually regenerate after the actual tussocks were removed. This is the experimental site. It was dense Paspalum quadriferium from left to right, and there was some up on the bank. That bank is where they dug the drain out. They dumped the stuff from the original drain out there. So what I did, I started at this end and I chipped as best I could, and I built it up in a wall. And then I moved on to the next bit and then built a wall from that. There is some regrowth, and we've just got to keep it that for a couple of years. So I gradually went down to there were 5 walls. And the reason for doing that was so that I could monitor how much grew in each area. Now, here's that appleberry, so here it is. So it's one of the things that have come, but again, it's the vines that have come. Oh, there's gardenia. But this, come on, have a look. It's a lamandra seed head. I first noticed it at the end of March this year. So I'm starting here and working through to the front. And that's the last big thing to do. And then to keep going back over and over and over and getting rid of the regrowth with it. We're going to kill off the cassia, but we leave it there so that there's habitat for the small birds, because we have seen small birds in the area, and they've also lost a lot of habitat because of the big lantana we took out. This area is part of the mowing, the regular mowing by council, and about a year ago Simon said to me, let's include it, and so I put the line of tussock paspalum across here to stop the mowing. So it hasn't been mown for about a year, and then I've watched it each week or two. I come past to see what's growing, all that. And in January I was really excited because I found 3 or 4 melaleucas in amongst the grass, because there was a melaleuca tree nearby. So it really has started to regenerate, and around further there are some of the acacia longifolia, the Sydney wattle, and a few other things growing. So it's really starting on its journey already. I'd say within 10 years you won't be able to tell it was a mown area.